Hello, my dear Pisces. This is your love and spirituality reading for the time between January 16 to January 31st, 2017 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. If you want to support my channel and my free general readings, you can click the ad in the beginning of the video or watch it for 30 seconds or to the end of the ad, whichever comes first. Thank you. I'm very grateful for your support and for all of you watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting on my videos. So I will start shuffling your cards, and I call the Divine with love and light, and I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and I call the 6 elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Aquarius. So I want my dear Aquarius to have love in their lives. I also want them to have loving relationships and to have creative success and walking towards their highest destiny, like the reason to why you are here on earth at this time, my dear Pisces. So I also want to take the chance to tell you that Mercury will be visible during this time, and on January 19 the planet will be most clearly visible low in the eastern sky just before sunrise. Also January 28 we will have the new moon in daytime. Oh, a 10 of swords. 10 of swords is like there's need to be a total exchange of an old thought pattern, something that you have been thinking that has creating a little bit of distress in your life. Your thought becomes the house you live in, and it's Hafiz, I think, that said this once. So I will just tune in to you, Pisces. So Pisces, this is your future, this is your now, and this is the past. The now is probably the last part of January 2017, but whenever you watch this is probably the exact right time to see it. So the first card for you is 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups is, as we see, a little boy, a little person here that has crossed their heart, their arms over their heart chakra, and it's they are kind of sulking a little bit. They have gotten an offer which they seem to refuse because they fear what that offer will mean. Will they get betrayed? Will they get fooled? What will come out of this? This is a person not very reluctant to go outside their comfort zone. This boy is leaning towards a tree. A tree is a very beautiful spiritual companion and friend that you can have. So this is probably a picture about healing, because you see also all the waters here. So it might be a situation that you have been offered that's here to kind of heal you, even though it might be feeling like it wants to scare you instead. So 4 of Cups. The next card for you is the Star card. So we can see in the 4 of Cups that we have the Divine here with a star in her hair. It's a mermaid trying to convince you to do something that you feel is a bit dangerous. And here seems to be same thing going on. It's like a divine plan that they have for you. And it's like your waters and maybe someone else's waters have been mixed here in the river of time. So it might be that you need to do something within relationship or any kind of relationship that you feel is a bit dangerous, but it's kind of your destiny to do this. It was maybe preordinated before you even came here to Earth. So it seems like it's something out of higher with a higher purpose. So even if you feel that it's scary, it might be worth the risk anyway. And the next card is Knight of Cups. That might be you, Pisces, but it might also be an offering coming from someone else. It might be you that's finally convinced that love is the way to go, and maybe trying to reconnecting with someone from your past, or someone that you have been interested in but have been too fearful to get in contact with. This is rather a bravery, like an opening of the heart, and kind of following the love wherever it takes you. But in the same time, this is a person with armor, but it's in silver, so it's kind of high developed in any way, like silver and then gold. It's metals that we all love and adore. So it's something here with you following the Holy Grail, following this life purpose that has been given to you. So it might be that you are you don't want to do it, but your heart wants to do it anyway, because it has a higher purpose. So it's something that you are kind of unwillingly going into, because your feelings won't go away. They won't leave you alone. So next card is Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles is kind of taking the necessary discussions and seeing the problems and kind of making a plan how to solve them, probably together with someone else, probably within a relationship of some sort. It's work. This Three of Pentacles is working on something to make it better. And it's kind of having a plan. You see this person is writing there something. He has actually made a star. And you have also, it's a pentacle star as you have here. So you have a lot of stars here in the cards, and also a lot of mermaids. Since you have a mermaid here, and mermaids here on the garment of his clothes here. Also waves on the horse reins. So it seems like this is something very harmonious that's going on, and it seems very beautiful, even though you are a bit scared and don't want to do it. It seems like there will come a pure willingness here for actually doing this, what you came to do. So next card is Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands is kind of a new beginning, a new dawn. And it's a butterfly there, showing that you have changed and maybe understand more now, being able to fly over the things that you usually crawled around in. So it's kind of evolution going on here, maybe change on DNA level as well. And it's a castle here in the distance, as it is in this card. You can see it there. So it's something, it's a goal that you have, that you want to reach. You are longing for it. And burning for it, maybe. It's a little passion here as well. But it's some problems in the way, but problems that's there to be solved, and problems that probably are there to, they are there to make you do something right this time. It's like you get another chance to fix it. And it's like this. So the next line of cards is the Now, and here we have 21. That's the World card, and we see here it's an eagle, a deer, a lion, and a human, and we have this tree creature, like a tree spirit. And we also had a tree here. So this is again a card talking about your highest destiny, about you doing exactly the right thing that you were supposed to do. So even if it feels hard, you get a lot of encourage here, that you have the right people in your life, you're doing the right thing, you are walking on your highest road, and you're integrating a lot of your different archetypes and soul parts. You need bravery, you need pride, you need a good overlook, and you need human wit to accomplish this. And 21 is 2 + 1. It's the Empress. So it's also a lot of with abundance, creativity, love, things like this. Things that wants to grow, and things like values that's there for a long time, like the generations of humans, for example, family, things like this. And here we have yet another little tree person, the Page of Pentacles. This might be an earth person, but it's probably you. Finally taking your mission seriously, or at least you feel compelled to do it. It's like a very pure and honest little person, this, and she's dressed in green. That's the color for love and abundance, and outgiving nature, wants to be good, wants to do, fulfill the mission, wants to learn, wants to expand, wants to have a little bit of adventure as well, and wants to share their knowledge and things with probably other people. We also have a white goat here, showing like purity in fertilization, like purity with your desires, your heart desires. Follow them, because they are going to show you the right way forward. So don't, it's like a lot with trust as well. We see these little purple colors that's coming again in the flowers here with the star card. So it's something with this star like coming down here with the devices and a little bit of comfort for you. Like try to trust a little bit that things will work out all right. The next card that comes very central is Five of Wands. So it seems like you have a goal that you are reaching for, and it doesn't seem like the other persons that surrounding you have the same goal. So you're thinking, what the heck am I doing this for? No one else wants the things I want. So why am I stubbornly continue to working towards this when no one seems to want it? Well, this is different willpowers going in different direction, and it's probably like this, that you are supposed to overcome obstacles and see that you have more creative powers than you think. You might feel like you are helpless and that you can't, like things are just happening to you and you are a victim to circumstances. But I think this is like a challenge. The divine wants to show you that you can use your willpower to get whatever you want. You just need to follow your own heart's direction, like try to align your willpower into one direction, not going back and forth, first wanting something and then don't want it and then want it again. Try to be as focused as possible. Yes, and here you have a little help with that, because that's an Ace of Swords, so that is focusing your thoughts. And you have the Bird of Prey here that we saw in this card as well. So having a great overlook, exactly as the butterfly as well, seeing like how you have crawled around in your life, and now seeing things from a little bit more an above perspective. Trying to see like the truth of the situation, really penetrate through the situation and have a very clear mind. Try to not overthink things, but actually just see the truth of what's beneath you, what's happening in your life, getting over you. And this is probably also a mission. They want you to be a little brave. They want you see all those cards here. This is like problem solving, having trying to find the Holy Grail, and this is like trying to aim all the forces in one direction. So all come together in the Ace of Swords. That's kind of the solution. Stop the conflict within you. Decide what you want, and be very clear with this. Sometimes it's like we love a person that doesn't love us back, and that can be a really hard thing. But probably you're supposed to like love them anyway. You have an Ace of Wands here and an Ace of Swords. So that is using your willpower and your mind to accomplish something, a new start, a new goal, something for you that will be prosperous for the future, but might require a little bit of work now. And we also have the Moon card here, and this girl, she's actually holding the Ace of Wands, holding her willpower in her hand, and she actually used it to illuminate her fears. So it seems like you need to face your fears, the fears that we saw in this card. the things that makes you run away or makes you hide from what you want or what you desire. You try to not want it, you try to resist it, you try to not feel it, you try to shut it off, you try to hide away, and here you don't. You actually face your fears and all the dangers, and being very brave and courageous. So it seems like going out on a little bit of deep water might be what is required of you right now. And sometimes this is illusions and like things that you are unaware of. But with the Ace of Wands and Ace of Swords, you have a really great help of getting aware about your shadows, the things that you might do, like different patterns that you might have or different fears that you might have, that's kind of crushing it for you when it comes to love, relationship, and accomplishing things in your life. It's kind of, you are destroying it for yourself because of some unknown aspects of you that you are unaware of. But with this help with the Ace of Wands and Ace of Swords, you will become aware of this. And this is like overcoming an obstacles, so you can align your willpower into one point and becoming more hasty, being able to attract the things that you want in your life. So this was the now, and here is the future. So underneath Four of Cups and the World card, you have Death. So it seems like bravery is very much needed. We see here this little boy here, and that one, not with the blue anymore, but with white, reaching flowers up to death, kind of surrendering to death, kind of surrendering to what's dangerous, kind of surrendering to what you fear, and do it anyway. So this is deep change. This is you changing into something you have not been before. We see that this cornering here, and in this corner you have the Ace of Wands with the butterfly of death flying here, this metamorphosis, going through something like a big forest fire that's kind of making you the bird phoenix that's rise again from the ashes. So something really needs to be sacrificed here and start anew. It's like rebooting you to your original settings and getting rid of your old fears. And it will be by you facing them with bravery and actually not pushing away your feelings anymore, but actually, yes, okay, come here so I can see you. What is it that I really want? What is it that I fear? What am I expecting from this situation? So you have underneath the Star card and the Page of Pentacles, you have a 10 of Pentacles. So it might be that you fear some kind of stable situation. You might have been refusing to reach a certain goal or several goals in your life. You might have felt like they were not for you. You were not equipped enough, good enough. No one would ever want you. You are not smart enough, skilled enough to have the kind of work that you want to have or whatever. But here it seems like bravery is much needed, and now those limitations that you have put for yourself, they are not going to be there anymore, because you are going to decide that you are worth that kind of income or that kind of relationship or that kind of thing. You are not going to, wait to the next lifetime to have it. You want to have it now. So that's a change, because people usually doesn't want to hope. We see the blue here and here. It's also for hope here as well, blue. And here, this one has turned really dark. So it's like his blue hope is becoming instead this blue depression thingy that we can also see with the moon, where it has turned black instead. So it's like this. If we don't hope for so much, we don't get so disappointed. So this seemed to have been your aim. And it has not accomplished really what you wanted in life. So you need to rethink this. Maybe hope is good, and having a goal is good. Sometimes you make mistakes or things get out of hand, and that's like a stepping stone to get to the next level. Mistakes is how you learn. They are not telling you to give up, okay? They are not telling you that, no, you can't have this thing, what you wanted. They are just telling you that you need to adjust things and then keep on going towards the goal that you had. So not settling for something that's kind of almost what you wanted to have, or settling for something that you think you're worth. I won't have that, but I can have this at least. So it's something with yourself, how you value yourself, that has been a problem. And now you need to be much more brave and think that you're worth more than you previously thought. So the next card is King of Wands. So King of Wands is a person being able to control their creations. A very good problem solver, having a lot of inspiration, having a lot of fiery wit, and always seeing the bright side of things. And it comes from the Four of Cups. You have the Page of Pentacles here and King of Wands. So it might be another person in your life here that you have had a kind of a conflict with, or something, but there seem to be like they are mirroring something on the outside of you that you actually have in the inside of you. So if you have a very successful, prosperous person in your life, this might just show you what kind of skills and what kind of talents that you as well have. So don't be intimidated by strong people in your surrounding. They are just showing you what's there for you as well. So something here is very hopeful. So we have a Seven of Cups here. So you dream big, but then you need to actually, start doing something as well. This is kind of building an air castle, having and not knowing what you want. Maybe you want this and you want that, and the next day you want that. So it's kind of, you need to focus your dreams and your willpower. We see the star comes here with some, ignition, like a starting point, but then there's a lot of conflict, and don't know what you stand for and what you want, so it's getting a bit confused. But you see the Three of Pentacles here and Ace of Swords. That's a lot of problem solving and clarity of mind. So what's happening here is like old fear is coming in. You remember how things have gone before, and you kind of lose your aim, and you kind of think that no, it won't happen, it will be the same way that it has always been, this is not for me. But the Magician in this card is kind of telling you that, well, grow up, decide what you want and go for it. Don't return to this state of I don't wanna, because it's not going to lead to anything. Time is sometimes limited here on earth. It is. And we need to take care of the time that we have, and actually try to not look at the obstacles, more look at what you want, what you dream of, and go for it. Don't think so much of what can go wrong, because then probably things will go wrong, because this is illusions. Both those cards, Seven of Cups and the Moon, is kind of the original swamp, like where you got hurt the first time. And when you get hurt one time, and the second time and the third time, then you kind of give up and think, well, that's my life pattern, I can't do anything about it, I will always fall into the same pit. I see people around me are not doing so, but I am doing so relentlessly, falling down into the same hole, the same primordial swamp. But it's just like you have an original wound that's making you scared. And when you're scared of something, you are kind of walking around it, and then you plops, fall down in it. So it's a lot about being scared and anticipating a grim future. And if you can't stop with this, I promise you, your future will be very bright with this very beautiful energy that wants to come through here. Yes, you have a Two of Cups. So this is what the Aces is kind of wants to come to. Using your willpower, using your clear mind, and decide what you want. This is a very prosperous situation where you kind of toast for something that you have accomplished. that you wanted. It's also love, but it can be like a business arrangement, a new job, a promotion, whatever. But if you stop with the fear and kind of concentrate on what you want instead of what you don't want, you will have it. So it's very beautiful. So I will also take some cards for you from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms to see what's going on for my dear Pisces, especially with the Five of Wands. Maybe that's very centered, and the illusion cards. So okay, it seems like heaven has been cooking up something really beautiful for you. The Web Weaver is a card about synchronicity. It's divine intelligence at work, cause and effect. So this is like those kind of moments in time where really beautiful things happens. It's like a miracle. It's something like it's sent from above. And it was planned all along, as we saw with the star card. So it might be that you will meet someone special, or you will stumble over the job that you really want to do for the rest of your life, or some other miraculous event that's really going to make you happy and almost not believe how lucky you are. So the Web Weaver is a really good card, and it's kind of the opposite of this. It's very similar environment, but it's like the thing that you fear the most is turning into something that you will love the most instead. So the fear is the key, because if you can, move through it without those shaking legs or want to flee, you might solve this instead and come out on the other side. You also have the Wise Woman of Wonderland, integrity and compromise. So it seems like you need to believe in yourself a little bit more, be more like, respect yourself, put yourself in an honorable position. Humor is good as well. Don't have such a grim outlook of life. Take it more like lightly and believe in yourself, align with yourself. If you dream of something, dream of it together with you. Don't resist yourself or try to bring you down by saying no, you won't ever have it. Believe that you will have it, and you will. Who would resist this person? She will always get what she wants, okay? And she has the wand here in her hand again. So it's the same traveler, I think. When she has come through, pushed through the moon and isn't so fearful anymore, she will feel like this. She have found her strength there when she saw that all the things that she fears was just illusions, and nothing to be fearful about. And that's when you become this strong and self-sufficient. So I will also take some cards for you from the past life oracle cards to see what's going on. Phobias and wisdom. So it seems like you will actually solve your phobias due to wisdom. You will use your bright mind to solve these fears that you have. It's like we have the Ace of Swords here and the Wisdom card with this unicorn and these phobias and this brave moon girl. So this is how you're going to work through your fears, with using your wisdom and kind of, a calm, like penetrating overlook to see things as they really are, and start focusing on more what you want than what you don't want. So it seems like we have the death here, and that's usually like actually facing what's the most scary thing in your life, and it seems like what you have been scared of is success. So that's a little bit awkward, but many people have this fear, like they fear of reaching towards success because they fear this disappointment. But now with the newfound wisdom that you have, maybe digged up from your deep soul parts, you have got this like calmness and adult aura around you. You will be able to stay with this phobia, this fear, and see it in the clear daylight instead of seeing it in the fearful shadow of the moon, but actually seeing it with the Ace of Swords instead of being in this dark, shady landscape. So try to align yourself with you and decide that the thing that you want, the world probably wants for you as well. This is how the law of attraction works. If you fear something really much, you will draw it into your life. And if you can concentrate more of what you want and the things that you dream of, you will attract this instead, and it's much more prosperous. Okay, so Pisces, I hope this helped and that it resonated with some of you, and thank you so much for watching, and I want you to take really good care, and I hope to see you again in the beginning of February. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.